Hey YouTube, this is going to be kind of like a mom vlog update and maybe Ori's 10-month update all in one. So, we got back from vacation and I've just spent this week kind of getting unpacked and settled back in and um, getting back on our schedule and routine and kind of resting because vacation was loads of fun, but jam-packed, and I'm so used to just being like in my little schedule and routine that it was kind of tiring at times, to try and keep up with my family. They are always on the go and they're always busy, but it was fun being there. So was gone for 3 weeks and spent. My husband was able to come up. The first week I was there, my mom, she homeschools my 4 younger siblings, and she is a certified tutor and teacher for Classical Conversations and IEW, Institute for Excellence in Writing, by Andrew Pudewa, I believe is his name. So she's big into writing, and she just did a 3-day art summit with Mr. Barry Stebbing, who, if you're familiar with How Great Thou Art, like art curriculum for homeschoolers, that's that guy. But she combined How Great Thou Art curriculum of nature journals and art journaling with IEW, like writing curriculum, and she put together a summer camp for kids in her Classical Conversations classes. And so I was able to go and watch her teach that class the first week I was there, so that was a lot of fun. She's really creative and she's really great at that stuff, so that was fun. Then the second week I was there, my husband flew up and we went from North Carolina drove to Tennessee and stayed about 4 days up in the mountains in Tennessee and around Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And I had no idea how pretty it was. We stayed in a log cabin community and got to go to Cades Cove and the state park and see some bears. But it was really kind of like another world out there when you're driving through the mountains, and just gives you an appreciation for creation and for God, that I kind of forget about living in the big city, concrete jungle. You kind of forget about nature and about places like those existing. So that was fun. Then my husband had to go back home and back to work, and I stayed for another week, and that was Shavuot. So got to help prepare for a big Shavuot party at my parents' house, and that was fun. But I was glad to be home too, and I think my husband was kind of glad. I think he was a little bit hungry. But while I was there, I got to visit a naturopath doctor for my PCOS symptoms, so that was interesting. I'll have to make a different update on that. What else is new? I think that was pretty much it this week. Yeah, it's just been kind of getting back in the flow and catching up on laundry and grocery shopping and menus and all that. So, yeah, Ori is 10 months now. So here's the update on her. 10 months now, breastfeeding is going great. The naturopath did ask me, what my plans were as far as weaning, and up until this point, she's been just primarily breastfed, but and I honestly enjoy breastfeeding, and she does too, and I think we could breastfeed for another year or even longer, and I wouldn't mind. She did say that as far as my toxicity levels were, they weren't too good. They were pretty high. I think my general toxicity level, after doing like muscle testing and different tests with her, was like an 8 out of 10, and stagnation was 10 out of 10. So she did just say, that it would be beneficial for me to do some detoxing, but I can't do that while I'm nursing. So, and there's a lot of stuff I need to get straightened out with my body and PCOS that I can't do anything about while nursing or, TTCing or being pregnant. So, we do want another baby, like, I don't want our kids to be more than 3 years apart, in a perfect world. So that does put some, you know, time limits on how long I can and nurse and realistically, clear clear out my body and get healthy and all of that before we need to try for another baby if we want to keep that age difference under 3, because she'll be 1. So yeah, that's the only thing that's kind of been on my mind. But as far as breastfeeding is going, it's going great, and we could continue for a long time. I don't know how I'll approach the weaning thing. That's kind of like an overwhelming thought to me right now. But she has really started eating a bunch on her own. She pretty much has 2 or 3 meals a day whenever we eat, and she just eats what we eat. She really doesn't like pureed food at all. She would rather have solid food, table food, and just feed herself. She's getting really good. She can feed her own self now, which is nice. The only solid food that she likes, which is her favorite food, is hummus. She loves hummus, so it's kind of fun. That's food. Sleeping. She still takes usually 2 naps a day. One usually around 10:30, and the other one anytime in the afternoon between like 2 and 4 she'll go down for a nap. And those are usually like an hour at least, so that's good. I usually lay down with her and nurse her to fall asleep, and she'll stay sleeping, and that's usually the time that I catch up on YouTube videos or I read. And at night she's sleeping with us, but this past week it was successful the first night. She fell asleep with us, and then I moved her to her bed, and she slept in her crib for like almost 4 hours. And then she woke up, and I just brought her back into our bed. And that's okay with me. I kind of want her just to be sleeping in her crib part of the night. Because my husband and I really enjoy waking up next to her. And then the past 2 nights she's been teething and really fussy, and I haven't bothered, but I'm not really worried about it. What else? She is growing out of some of her 12 months clothes, especially like shorts and pants with the cloth diapers. She's a little too poofy for them. We bought her first pair of early walking shoes, little Stride Rite shoes, and actually got them off eBay for like $8, so that was nice. They're in brand new condition. What else is new? She does a lot of new tricks. She blows kisses, but she basically just puts her hand over her like face sometimes, and that's her blowing kisses. She waves bye-bye like this. And she does, you guys saw Crazy Baby. My mom taught her that. And she does monkey face where she scrunches up her nose. And she says mama. She's been saying mama and dada for a while. But when I say hi, I guess I say hi a lot to her whenever she waves. She kind of makes that same sound. She goes ha, ha, whenever I say hi to her. Or when I say love you, she says like Lulu, something like that. So I don't know if that's just a coincidence or if that's her starting to catch on to those words, because I say those repeatedly to her. So that's kind of neat. New things that we've purchased for her are Granimals blocks from Walmart. They're all over her room right now, but they look like this. And she really likes playing with these. That, and we bought Mega Blocks, which she's hasn't been too interested in yet, but she really likes the blocks, and she's really into like pulling things out of her toy basket and dropping them, and then loading it back up. So she's really into like the dropping and sorting stage. So that's fun to watch. I'm trying to think what else she's into. She's standing on her own. She claps. Um, she does. It seems like she's doing a lot of other things. That's all that comes to mind right now. I'm trying to think of what I normally update in my other things. I think that's about it. We're starting. I recently purchased Slow and Steady Get Me Ready, which is kind of like a general learning preschool type program. It's for just general learning activities from birth to age 5. So I purchased that, and we're starting to do those weekly little lessons, and that's fun. And my gears have been turning a lot on homeschooling and the plan for that. And that's getting exciting just to think about that. I've been so ready for that stage, and I'm looking forward to that. I love to teach, and I think I learn so much by teaching, and just having to be to organize thoughts in order to teach someone. I think it really helps the teacher materialize what and internalize what subject they're teaching. So I'm looking forward to that. My mom always joked that whatever, I'm the oldest, so whatever grade I was in, that was like her grade that she was in, her highest level of education. So I think I'll feel the same way in homeschooling our kids. I'm reading a lot of good books right now. This is like just a really random vlog. I have purchased Moms Who Changed the World for the YouTube Moms Book Club, and started that and enjoying that. Spirit-led parenting I'm really enjoying, and I will make when I finish that, I'll make a video review on that. I'm reading some Jules Verne books right now, and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else is going on. I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this video off before I get too rambly. But just wanted to update you guys, and I have some other videos coming up this week, so keep an eye out for those. Talk to you later. Be blessed.